Hi guys, this is my fishing journal back here with another video. Today I'm going to show you guys a little bit about my rod, my reel, and what baits I like to use for flipping and pitching. Now my favorite times for flipping and pitching are obviously when the bass are on their beds and you drag a bait that mimics a crawfish into their, or crawdad into their bed. They're probably going to explode on it. So a lot of times here in southern Indiana, May usually starts about the good time for flipping and pitching. But really, you can honestly catch them about any time of year, but May through the summer are great times. A lot of times in the summer when it gets hot here in the 90 degrees and the water temperature's up real high, bass like to find shade, so under docks and under trees, fallen trees, cover, and stuff like that. So that's a great time to throw soft plastics. But today I'm going to show you some of my, couple of my favorite soft plastics. Right here is it's a Havoc Pit Boss. This is just a very basic bait. This color is green pumpkin with purple flake. The flakes really never matter to me too much. I don't think it plays too big of an effect. I mean, it could, but it's whatever flake you want. But these are just a very basic bait. I don't know if the camera's focused on that, but it's just a very basic bait. You pair it with a sinker and like a 3/0 round bend, not a round bend hook, but offset hook. So those are a great bait I like to use. Another great bait is, it's very similar, as a Bobby Lane craw fatty. This color is watermelon candy. So this is just like a green with a purple and green flake in it. So this is another great bait that mimics a crawdad, and these will absolutely tear up bass. Here's my favorite soft plastic. I'm going to try to use a lot more this year. This is another good color. It's the KVD California Craw in rodent color. You can pick these up at Bass Pro. They're not too expensive. I think they're like $3 something a package. But these are in coffee scent. So these look like similar to a Pit Boss really, but this one is California Craw. It's basically like a green pumpkin with a red flake. It's got like a black on this side and green on this side. So I think this will be really effective for me this year. Another thing that I don't throw a lot of times, but sometimes they are good, is a jig. Right here I just have like a cheap, I couldn't tell you the brand. I think I just got it for like real cheap from the Bass Pro bin. Here's another Bass Pro Shops jig. It's a football head jig. If you're looking to throw a little bit more heavy cover, you want your bait to get down there a little bit quicker, a football head jig is a good way to go. And I have it matched with like a little chunk trailer, a green pumpkin chunk trailer. It's a black jig. So that'll do great. Here is one of my absolute favorite setups for flipping and pitching. I got it paired with a 7:1-to-1 gear ratio Morris Carbonlite reel. Now, what you want when you're flipping and pitching is this very smooth reel with a little bit average to higher gear ratio, because if you see your line move or you feel a tap, you're going to want to pick up line as quick as you can to really try to stick that fish when you feel him bite. So you want at least a 7:1-to-1 gear ratio. I know guys that fish with the Rebo Rocket. I'm not sure if you know what that is, but that is a 9:1-to-1 gear ratio, which is just extremely fast. So you either want a 7:1-to-1 or an 8:3-to-1 or something like that. And I have it paired with the Morris Carbonlite rod. It's a 7-foot medium heavy. I mean, it's really personal preference on what you want with your rod, but this combo will get you at, the reel is $120, and I believe the rod is $100. So it's not really an too expensive setup, but if you're just starting out and you really want a good flipping and pitching combo, I really suggest getting this. But one thing when you start out with a reel is if you try to cast it and your tension is not set right, it will backlash on you. But if you just have your tension set right and you're flipping, you'll be able to cast it. But it's a great reel. This rod I really like because it has good backbone, but it also has a good tip, so it'll help you feel bites a little bit better. But it still has good backbone to help you stick the fish. So this is a great combo to have, and I very much suggest looking into it. If it's not really your price range, there's other stuff out there that's cheaper, and there's other stuff out there that's a little bit more expensive that can be better. But yeah, this is a great rod reel combo, and yeah, that's about it. So just go ahead and subscribe, and go ahead and comment what you want down below on future video suggestions. And follow me on Instagram at myfishingjournal. Thanks.